Leadership is one of those opportunities that everyone wants, and most will abuse. It is an important universal human desire to feel powerful and important, yet these are the exact agendas that cause the efficacy of one's leadership to suffer. The Tao Te Ching offers excellent advice for those in positions of power. We'll go ahead and break down chapter 17 together to try and extract exactly what it wants to tell us. The best leaders are those the people hardly know exist. The next best is a leader who is loved and praised. Next comes the one who is feared. The worst one is the leader that is despised. We generally tend to look at leadership opportunities as an opportunity for a day in the sun. Yet when other people act this way, we find it aggravating and disagreeable. Self-aggrandizement is an easy fault to spot in someone else, but much more difficult to spot in ourselves. There are many different ways of putting ourselves on a pedestal. False humility can be another form of arrogance. Let's continue the passage. The best leaders value their words and use them sparingly. We've all had interactions with someone who thinks themselves the most important person in the room. This person will dominate every board meeting, every friendly discourse, every family discussion. They love to hear themselves talk and will always have an opinion about everything. But do you usually find yourself actually listening to what this person has to say, or do you just hear this person begin to speak and automatically tune them out? Bosses are guilty of this. Parents are guilty of this. Many of us are guilty of this. Even if what you're saying is only what you perceive as being reasonable and needful for the other people to hear, the recipients of your comments may not necessarily perceive them this way. Chances are that what you are saying will be much less insightful and valuable to others than it is to you. This effect is usually multiplied by the amount of things you say. The best advice is advice that is asked for and then given shortly and succinctly. The best reprimand is firm but to the point, and always followed later by positive attention toward the person who is reprimanded. One of the best things we can do to improve the way we relate to those we lead is to talk less and listen more. Ask your peers questions about themselves. Listen with sincere interest. Think how you would want to be addressed by someone with authority over you. Chances are you will gain a much greater respect for those you associate with, and they will gain greater respect for you as a natural consequence. When she, the leader, has accomplished her task, the people say, "Amazing, we did it all by ourselves." Amateur leaders seek to prove their merit to those they lead. They seek to cover their insecurities by showing everyone how capable and good they really are. Experienced leaders understand that most people frankly don't care how good you are. They are much more concerned with their own selves and their own problems. Therefore, a wise leader seeks to help their people to discover and hone their own merits and talents. They're not worried about being overshadowed because they're not thinking of themselves at all. The people see this, and most of the time, far from trying to outshine their leader, love him or her all the more for it. They may not realize it right away, and they may never even say it to anyone, but instinctually, they know what a good leader they have. The wise leader isn't bothered by this, however, because, as we all know, he was never in it for the credit anyway. Leadership can be exciting, and it can also be difficult. But most of all, it is an opportunity for self-improvement. Those who see this opportunity and take it will be able to greatly better their own lives, as well as the lives of those around them.